Man Up TV with Lucas and Joe teaching you how to rock out in your health and in your life. Today we're on part 2 of the emotional eating series. So what happened in part 1, Lucas? Tell us.
Yeah, part 1 in emotional eating series is be accountable and practice doing what you said you would do. It's pretty simple, and we're going to get into some strategies that will give you power when you don't have it. But really, the first rule of having breakthroughs with emotional eating is give your word. So like, Joe, I'm not going to emotionally eat today. I'm going to eat clean. And then do what I said I was going to do. And then at the end of the day, say, Joe, I didn't eat emotionally.
Awesome.
Like that.
So like, I know for me, I had given my word, I'm not going to eat sugar. But then yesterday, I just felt powerless. Like, I was drawn to the store. I found myself buying some candy, and I ate it. And I just like couldn't control myself. So what's up with that? What's what is happening when like I'm having that craving? What's going on for me?
Yeah. So I'm gonna share 6 tips, and in this video we're just gonna do the first 3. But these are strategies to use in that exact moment where like it's that crossroad moment where you feel like you have no choice, no power, and you're about to eat something or drink something that goes against what you're committed to.
Right.
So what's happening in that moment, I guess to give us any sort of power and to have a strategy, we want to understand cravings. The way I understand them is that if you look at it in that moment, right, almost always there's a particular posture that you're in. So a lot of times cravings happen when guys are like sitting working. So there's something happening, right? Or like, for me, it was Father's Day yesterday, so I'm like sitting in the chair, and I'm just like sitting there in a conversation. So there's a certain posture, way that I'm holding my body. Then there's a certain way that I'm breathing. And oftentimes the breath is really short and shallow, something to observe. The third thing is that there's usually a static emotional state. It's usually like anger or frustration or a little anxiety or fear. So we want to notice that. And then the fourth thing is that our thinking can be repetitive. So there's a combination of thought, emotion, posture, and breath.
Okay. And so what's the first step towards breaking out of that craving in the moment?
Yeah, so to disappear the craving, we want to interrupt that combination of those 4. So first thing we can do is breathe differently. And there's a lot of different breathing techniques, and we won't go into all those here. But the most basic and powerful is to go from breathing shallow and through your mouth to breathing deep through the nose.
Right. And breathing really deep down into your belly is going to activate the part of the nervous system that relaxes you rather than having you in that fight or flight response when you might find yourself in when you have that craving.
Yep, it's scientific, it's reliable, it actually sends you into relaxation. So that's number 1. Number 2 is drink a big glass of water, because oftentimes cravings are one indication that the body is dehydrated. Most of us are walking around with some level of dehydration, and it impacts all our physiology. So, you think about it, your body's like 70% water, 75% water. It's a big deal. So give yourself more of yourself with some pure, clean water. And that can actually make all the difference in the world.
Right. It might even break you out of the pattern if you have to chug a big glass of water. Then you kind of wake up and like, oh, I don't want to eat that really.
Yeah.
And how about tip number 3?
So tip number 3 is change your posture, change your body. So what that looks like is just oftentimes getting up and going for a walk, doing some stretching. I mean, do something very different with your body. So some stretching, shake it out while you're doing deep breathing. Go for a walk, run in place, jumping jacks, push-ups, pull-ups. Do something, family gathering. So it's Father's Day. There's lots of little kids running around. So I just, if I need to alter my energy, I'll just like, go torture the kids, pick them up and turn them upside down and give them piggyback rides and tickle them. So that's like, move your body. And if you're at work, obviously, get up. Don't be shy about using your physical body. So that's something that's sort of taboo. Like in the workplace, everybody's in the same postures. You're either standing or you're sitting, Be the guy who inspires people around you by doing sets of push-ups and lunges and whatever you got to do to be vital and to be free of your cravings.
All right. So get out a piece of paper, write these down. Number 1, deep nasal breathing. Number 2, drink a big glass of water. Number 3, some sort of movement. And do those before you succumb to the craving next time. See how it goes for you.
Yep. And stay tuned. The next 3 tips are the inner game. So this is a little more advanced level for disappearing cravings.
Awesome. Well, if this video was helpful, please share it with a friend or family member. We appreciate you staying tuned in. This is Man Up TV with Lucas and Joe. We'll talk to you next time.
Peace.